I know I look like an adult Weezer fan. A lot of people are scared to leave with a reference right off the bat, but we're in what appears to be a mixed-use arts facility. So I figured people knew what Weezer was. Cool. Cool, guys. What's up? I'm excited to be here. Anything's better than my everyday. I work in an office. That's fun. Does anyone here work in an office? Some, moderately excited woos. About 12 of them. That's about what it's like to work in an office. It's not overly exciting. I don't do it because it's fun. I do it because it's really easy to skate by and not do a whole bunch of work if you work in an office, corporate type environment. There's really only one thing that you need to do, and if you perfect that one thing, you're going to be able to hold an office job forever. And that thing is to just use that sweet office lingo, baby. You don't really have to do work if you don't want to. I like to play this fun game before I go to the office, where I see if I can smoke all of my weed. And sometimes I do it. Oh no, I won my own game that I made up, and now I'm bad at my job. I'll go in there, and someone will be like, what's going on with you today? But I don't panic, I just use that lingo. I'm just like, me? I got the worst case of the Mondays. People come out of their office to high-five me. It's pretty cool. It works in any situation. You know, if someone's like, hey, where's that project you've been working on? You don't have to do that project. Some of that sweet lingo. Just be like, oh, you mean the deliverables? Yeah, I figured we'd put a pin in those, maybe circle back when we can address the pain points. Look, we can't boil the ocean. We're going to take this thing up to 10,000 feet. We're going to peel back the layers of the onion. We're going to think outside of the box. We might need to expand our bandwidth, because teamwork makes the dream work. We're going to create synergy. We're going to drive ROI. We're going to drive KPIs. And at the end of the day, it's a real nuts to bolts operation, but TGIF. Yeah. And a lot of you guys probably don't know this, but if you say those words in that order, they'll just give you the company. Whoa! Fun corporate password, I got a company now. Quick question, does anyone know what we do? Lots of emails, does anyone know what we do? No? But one guy will emerge from the shadows of the top hat and say, I know what we do, sir. Make a whole lot of money. And at the mention of money, all of the white people that you work with are going to get very excited. Their penises are going to get engorged, and they're going to unzip them. They're going to take them out, they're going to rub them together, rub them together, rub them together, rub them together, until they all ejaculate at the exact same time. And that's how you make a 401k. Long way to go, but we all learned something. So I was just in Vancouver. Not the city. I used to be Justin Vancouver. I was a Catskills comedian. You might have seen me out there, you know. I wore a little funny vest and I was like, hey, I believe in men's rights and men's lefts. What are you gonna be? Half a dude? Justin Vancouver. But I don't know, I can't. People hate that character. I can't do that. I just want a cool stage name. Travis Jones isn't cool. I don't know. It's very milquetoast. It's like, I was looking at stage names, Dick Van Dyke. That's a cool stage name. Ooh, Dick Van Dyke. That has gravitas, you know. That guy's original name was Penis Winnebago Lesbian. Just tweaked it, just like a little bit. Really slow burn. Were you upset by that? Okay. From Atlanta, like Jake said, I went to Atlanta public schools, which is why I'm 30, but I wear Air Force Ones. From Atlanta public schools. And I went to a school called Grady, which is pretty cool. Has someone here heard of Grady? All right. Sweet. Well, you know, we're the Grady Gray Knights. We're pretty cool. You know, people know about us. People have heard of us. Probably the coolest thing about Grady when I was there is that the whole time we had this slogan that everyone would chant at footballs and pep rallies and stuff like that. And a lot of people have cheers for their team. It's usually go team go, which is not creative, but it's effective in terms of cheering on your team. You know what I'm saying? Grady's is different. We're the Gray Knights, like I said, so our initials are GK. So at our football games, we go GK, GK, we all we got. That's what we yell at our football games. We yell, GK, GK, we all we got. And it took me about 15 years to realize that that's the saddest slogan that any school can have. It's just a real sad slogan. Number one, a sad fact that an administrator had to approve that slogan. They're like, yeah, that sounds good to me. That's good. I like that slogan. Also, it's like supposed to be intimidating, like you're out on the football field, you know? And you're like, but like out of context, if you're like, we all we got, it's like, are they homeless? It sounds like they're all they have. I don't know. It's not good. They should ditch it. That's what I say. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's weird though. So maybe it is like psychologically intimidating. Because if like you're stepping out on the football field and someone's like, go team go! Someone else is like, I got nothing to live for! Oh. Me no feel nothing no more! Let's break bones. I don't care. I'll lay it out on the field, coach. Maybe that is scarier. I don't know. I just moved into a new area of Atlanta, and I like have like a little loop that I walk my dog on. And I was walking around that loop the other day, and someone like caught my attention. I took my little earbuds out, and he said, "Hey, can I ask you a question? What's your dog's name?" I was like, "Okay, weird, random question, but her name's Ruka." And then he got sad, which I think was like a weird exchange for us to have. In that moment. Why did this just happen? And why are you sad in front of me right now? And I was like, why? He goes, well, I see you and your dog walking around a lot, and it's very cute, so it looks very smiley, and in my head, I've been calling your dog Barry the party dog. I'm a valet that works here, and I was calling your dog Barry the party dog. Cool, well, I'm sorry that I ruined the fan fiction you were writing about my dog. Sorry that I ruined that for you. Sorry that I named her something different than what you had imagined her name would be. It's weird. I just left, but I wish I had been like, how much backstory does Barry have? How worried do I need to be that you're like gonna make it into a hat and you're like, now I'm the party dog! Like, no one wants that. I don't want that. Now I have a different loop that I walk my dog on. I'm not going back. That's a weird impulse to have also. I've never seen an animal like, yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. Hey squirrel, you're Larry the party squirrel, and you do too much Adderall, I know you. You're cool, you stay up all the time, you game real hard, drink a lot of Mountain Dew, it's cool, man, it's cool. Cool little squirrel. I work in that little, or I live in that little area, and just moved in there, and the place across the street is like being worked on, and my fiance said that when she leaves for work every day, she gets catcalled by the people across the street. I was like, it sucks that I have to see her all the time. It got me thinking that catcalling is like a weird thing to call it, you know? It sounds cute. It's like, oh, come here, you little cat. Like, we're gonna cuddle, we're friends, it's gonna be fun. But what they should call it is yelling at women. It seems more on brand. A little different if you're like, oh, me and my friends went to the ball game, catcalled, oopsie. If you're like, me and my friends went to the ball game, got drunk, and we yelled at women. It sounds different. They should change that. Don't be a creepy dude, that's all I'm saying. Don't be a creepy dude. I have a fiance and I like when people are nice to her, don't be creepy. There's a specific type of creepy dude that I find is the worst. It's a guy that you'll see at like a bar or a club, you know, usually like wearing like a tank top or like a shirt that's too unbuttoned, showing off their creepy flesh, you know. Ooh, creepy flesh. And usually come up to you really like confident, like creepy guys are aggressive. They'll come up to you like, hey, what's up? I'm Randy. Like you're already best friends. You're like, whoa, Randy. Is that your name or how you're feeling? Wearing a shark tooth necklace, so it's pretty hard to figure out what's going on. And be like, hey, yeah, what's up? I'm Randy. We're creepy friends now. Did you see that girl over there with those legs? Oh, man. I'd like to crawl up in there and live in there. Oh. Or whatever weird shit dudes say when they're being creepy. I don't want to be trapped in that conversation. I had a mustache for a while, and guys would just corner me and talk to me about stuff like that. So I don't want to have that conversation. I found a way to get out of it, though, which I think everyone needs this advice, and it's if someone is being creepy towards you, and you want to get out of it, agree with them, but do it like way too much. Like you can out-creep a creep if you believe in yourself. You just gotta go hard, you know? They're like, hey man, did you see the girl over there with those legs? Just be like, oh great. You know what I love? You know what I really love? Spiders! 8 legs, bro! Ho, ho, ho! 8 legs, bro! Ho, ho. Tinkle tangling on my Johnson. Ho, ho, ho. 400% what a human would have! And then they might leave. Anyways, guys, I'm Travis. Thank you very much. Thanks for going to Epic. Give it up for Jake, everyone.